to take a second to talk about the Chicago Sky game versus Brazil that was today. I also talked about the Dallas Wings game, so that's on my TikTok profile and on YouTube, Anastasia25, if you want to hear my thoughts on that. But yeah, let's get started. So Angel Reese, the standout of this game for me at least. So she played 17 minutes, 4-7 field goals, 0 threes, 10 rebounds, 1 assist. She had 2 fouls, and then she had 15 points. And so what I wanted to say is that you can see the improvement from Angel Reese, okay? And I knew that this was going to happen, okay? You saw working in the offseason with Lisa Leslie. I think the new coach, Tyler Marsh, is a godsend, okay? And he was asked, like, what do you want Angel to do? And he's like, I want Angel to do everything. I want her to do what she's good at. I want her to facilitate. I want her to hit threes. Like, he really wants her to expand her game and literally do everything. And we saw that. We literally saw it all. We saw her hit a nice mid-range. She had this crazy pass in the game that led to an assist as well. Like, you saw Angel playing point forward, and I love when Angel kind of gets in that point guard role for a little bit and everything like that. One of my mutuals on Twitter was saying last season that the offense would have ran better if they would have had Angel play point. And I agreed, because the offense at a certain point last year, it was bad for us. We were in hell. If you watch the Chicago Sky last season, you understand what we went through, okay? So just to see Angel blossom, to see her play confidently, I think that this was a really good showing for her, and really proving the haters wrong, because I've seen multiple videos from YouTubers and just people talking on Twitter and stuff like that, and people are like, oh, what if Angel Reese never gets better? What if she never develops a mid-range? What if she can never hit the three? What if her finishing never gets better? What if she's only a role player? I'm like, why the fuck are you guys saying this about Angel Reese of all people and everything like that? You think that she doesn't know what she needs to work on? Have you seen how hard that woman works on the fucking court? Okay, she works her ass off every single possession. Defensively, offensively, she's averaging a double-double. Yes, she has stuff to work on, but, you know, she does a lot of good things, and like I said, stuff that doesn't necessarily show up on the stat sheet. So for people to see how hard Angel works, for them to know that, for them to know she has the heart of a champion, and still question if she's going to get better, of course she's going to get better. Like, that shit pissed me off so bad that this was conversations that people were even having. It pissed me off last season when people said that the Sky was playing better without Angel Reese on the floor, which is a crock of bullshit as well. So yeah, like, anybody who was doubting Angel, anybody who was questioning if she was going to get better, now we see the results. I knew she was going to get better. I knew she was going to improve. I'm a huge believer in Angel Reese, one of my favorite players in the W, and like I said, one of the best fours in the W. And so yeah, I just love what I saw from Angel. I love what I saw from Angel, okay? Camilla had 6 points. She had 2 assists. She had 8 rebounds. So I think that we saw some good stuff from Camilla. I believe she went to China, something like that. And so, yeah, she was playing in the league over there and developing. I think we saw some good stuff with Camilla. I love to see them playing together. So you had that. Courtney Vandersloot, we prayed for times like this. We prayed to have a point guard that can actually facilitate and feed the post. We prayed for times like this, bro. You don't understand the point guard play. Like, we've been saying we need a point guard, okay? A veteran point guard, and she delivered. 1 of 4 from the field, no threes. She had 1 rebound. She had 5 assists, okay? And she had 2 points. Facilitating in the best ways, okay? So I appreciated her contribution. Like, yes, like a real point guard being able to facilitate, we needed that, okay? And she delivered. Keoners had 11 points. She had 2 rebounds. She was 3 of 5 from 3, 4 of 8 from the field. Ariel Atkins had, you know, some good moments. So ultimately, she had 2 points. She had 1 assist. She had 1 rebound. So there's that. And these are just the offensive stats, by the way. You know, you can show it to see all their defensive stats. I think people said on Twitter, Ariel, like, she had some good defensive moments. So you want to put that on there. You know, Angel and Camilla are going to do their thing on defense always and everything like that. And yeah, just everyone doing what they do well. You know, I was pleased with that. And then here's everyone on the bench. So Michaela had 5 points, Birch had 5 points, Carter, and so yeah, I'll get out the way just so you can kind of read what everyone else is doing and everything like that. But yeah, just pleased with Angel showing overall. And then here's everything from the Brazil team and everything like that. And yeah, you can see that ass beating 62-89. I forgot to say, Haley Manleth had a really tough bucket, which I thought was cool. So you had that as well and everything. So yeah, overarching thoughts for, you know, going into this next season for the Chicago Sky team. What am I hoping for? What am I liking? Kind of just everything that I said. And you're seeing them play true team basketball. You're not seeing the guards be selfish and having Brick City. So yeah, like the guards facilitating, feeding the post. Angel, Camilla, like everyone's just facilitating. Everyone's scoring. Like just the way that everything is set up and everything. I think there was some better rotations and stuff like that. That was one of my biggest things. I thought that the rotations last year was so awful. It made no sense why at the ending you're not having Angel and Camilla at the floor at the same time and everything. I think Angel and Camilla probably only played like the first half of this game. I think that was the same thing for the Dallas Wings games. Like they kind of played the first half and then like the second half more so you're kind of getting everyone else in there, kind of seeing what they are contributing and everything like that. So yeah, but Tyler Marsh, what he has done for us, Jeff, the GM, what he has done for us, I think that he did exactly what had to be done. He got rid of everybody he needed to get rid of in the offseason, and it's exactly what I was hoping for. Some people felt away about them getting rid of certain people, but I was happy about it, and I feel like this game has really showed it has paid off. Yes, obviously, it's the first preseason game. We got a lot of hoops to go. We got a lot of teams to play against. This isn't a WNBA team. Of course, I understand that. But when you see what they're capable of, you see the potential to grow, because they're only going to get better, continuing to play. I'm really excited about Chicago Sky this year, and we needed it, because at the end of last year, it got really grim. After that, I think 27-10 game from Angel, if we're being honest, it was never really the same, for a myriad of reasons and everything like that. Maybe I'll talk about that on YouTube. But I was just happy with it. There were just so many things that you can tell that everyone's worked on. You can tell that the atmosphere is so much different. Like Angel said, she didn't have real vets last year. And okay, those vets, yeah, they're going to get a whacking every single time. Someone said she sounds like a Vietnam War vet. I can't imagine the hell that her and Camilla were going through. Okay, so yeah, we turned a new page, with the Sky. I'm just super excited. I was happy with what I saw tonight. Excited to see the rest of the preseason games and everything like that. And so, yeah, like I said, I talked about the Dallas game. I will be traveling, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to review the other preseason games. If I cannot review those in real time, what I might do is I'm going to do a video talking about every WNBA team, who the projected starters are, what do I think of these players, who I'm rooting for, my clients, and all those other things, and kind of wrap up my second channel content into one video for my main channel, because I'm doing my WNBA stuff there. So I might talk about the rest of the preseason games in that video somewhere in there, when I'm talking about, the teams in context and everything like that. Maybe I'll do those preseason videos if I can work it, but no promises. But I wanted to talk about these because I watched these, and any of the preseason games that I can see before I travel, I'll try to make a video on them and everything like that. But a new era. I am most certainly thankful for everybody. And let me know what you guys thought down below. But Demon Home, we coming for Defensive Player of the Year for Angel. We are. Shout out to Camilla. Just shout out to the team. It was fun.